Oh my god, Fredo. Why do you have to fucking hurt me feelings, Fredo? I love these concerts more than anything, Fredo. Why you gotta make fun of my feelings, Fredo? Man, you all gamers sound like a bunch of fucking dumb fucks, man. I swear to God, dude. Like, I'm not sure if you guys seen that fucking tweet that dumbass. I'm not sure whoever the fuck it is a fucking dumb shit. But I saw similarities last generation as well when it came to the original Wii, and I remember seeing people doing something similar too. Why is it that you got morons that do some really fucking dumbass shit, dude? Like, there's a tweet of some dumb fuck who fucking sat there and put his goddamn PS4 copy of fucking Horizon in the fucking toilet while giving the middle finger to it. Yeah, you're really showing Sony on that behalf, man. Let me tell you. You're really fucking sticking it to Sony by doing that, dude. Like, you have to be a fucking complete and utter fucking douchebag to do something that fucking inconsiderate, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers, dude? Like, goddamn. What up, Snow Bunny? How are you, my dear? How are you, my dear? Yeah, Snow Bunny, how you doing? Snow Bunny, I'm sure you're aware of the actual Twitter fucking tweet that I'm talking about, right? Where fucking wait, what is this? Oh, so MPD came out and did a top 3 best-selling video game hardware in the U.S. from '95 to 2019, and that's fucking crazy, dude. So the top fucking best-selling, right, for 2010 to 2019 is PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360. But from 95 to 2019, Xbox 360 sold the most. What the fuck? How does that make any sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Oh, that's just in North America. Never mind. What was I going to say now? Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, you saw that dude, but he put, like, the fucking copy of Horizon Zero Dawn in the toilet, right? Giving the finger and shit. Like, how fucking sad are these motherfuckers, dude? Like, god fucking damn, bro. Like, I swear to God, motherfuckers are fucking idiotic, moronic pieces of shit, man. I swear to fucking God, dude. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people, but whatever, man. There are a load of fucking fruitcakes. You're goddamn right there, fucking buddy, man. You are so goddamn right on that, man. Makes no fucking sense, dude. That's an interesting article title. With the next Xbox, Microsoft has a 4-part strategy to end the console war once and for all. Yeah, okay. We all know that shit's a fucking lie. Hang on a second. Let me see this. Outer Wilds developer fucking celebrates Game Pass. Okay. It's a 4-day old fucking whatever you want to call it. Huh. Yep. I digress. Well, not according to this post. But you got to take in consideration that it's talking about from 95 to fucking to now for MPD wise. Hey. Sorry, I'm checking to see if there's any other news. Oh, 360. Okay. So that's what it means. Okay, I get it now. So between 95 to fucking 2019, 360 made the most amount of money. PS4 follows, and then alongside fucking Xbox One. Now, as far as units go, it's DS, PS2, and then 360 after that. The Switch is nowhere near, man. Hey, what up, Raccoon? What up there, nine tries? Goddamn, I'm all over the fucking place today. Snowbunny, you see that rumor about a 2D Metroid and traditional Paper Mario game releasing this year? More rumors for you, my love. More rumors. Let's see here. NHS fucking says, Chief says, loot boxes are setting kids up for addiction to gambling. Oh, fuck, here we go with more of that bullshit. So, okay, listen to this fucking BS shit, right? I saw this fucking there late last night. But there's so many conflicting reports about this from what I've seen on Twitter and fucking through articles. It says there was ramblings a few weeks ago on forums that ZeniMax might sell Bethesda. And then insiders that I follow on YouTube fucking stated they've got DMs from their sources stating that Bethesda might be open to being sold. Now, Ryan, some dude, I forget what I think he's from IGN or something. Yeah, the guy from IGN puts out a tweet of speculation. I don't know about that, but whatever. Fuck Bethesda, man, because they've been trash for the longest time. And they always will be trash. But man, Twitter is still going strong, man. Twitter is still going fucking strong. Give me my Animal Crossing. Jesus, woman. How you doing there, Raccoon, man? I'm doing all right, buddy. Wait, what? Hold on a minute. Listen to this guy. All right. Fucking post PS2, quote unquote. Nice graphics with low fucking frames per second is, in my opinion, like eating your favorite snack while at the same time someone is farting in your face. What the fuck kind of fucking analogy is that, man? Yeah, man. I'm convinced gamers are mildly retarded. Like, what the fuck? You know, I don't understand this whole entire thing. Okay, okay. I want somebody to help me understand this properly, right? Okay, but I want to make a couple things clear before I get into this conversation. I'm aware that consoles are, exclusives have an attraction rate, and fucking they help you buy a console. Even though that's not what everybody does, but a lot of people that do buy into these consoles buy for exclusive reasons, right? Now, let's say this whole entire exclusive matter fucking dissipates, right? Like, I've always seen, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, what's the point of buying a console if you have no reason to, fucking whatever you want to call it, blah, 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 right? But what is stopping you from buying these said consoles, fucking, even though, okay, let's say you don't even have a PC, right? But you go out of your way to spend the money on, building up a really, really decent enough high-spec rig or whatever the case may be to play these games, right? What I'm trying to understand is if, okay, the fact that you have no reason now to buy these consoles, why are you deciding to get yourself into PC in the first place? Why take that route? Because you can't sit there and tell me, right? Now hold on, I have a reason I'm going somewhere with this. Just bear with me for a moment here. Fucking, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of these people that, fucking do whatever, right? They don't care about the powerful fucking, they don't care about the power fucking fidelity. They don't care about that fucking power narrative, right? But wouldn't that technically make you say, well, there's no point in me buying a console, I'm just going to play them on the fucking PC side? Wouldn't that technically equate to that aspect? Because you're technically giving in to that power narrative by going to that fucking, that side of the spectrum. If that even makes any logical sense to what I'm trying to explain here. Because I don't understand, like, what's pushing you towards buying a PC? Like, what is that? How is that persuading you into buying a PC and not a console instead? Like, I understand that consoles give you a reason, like, exclusive-wise gives you a reason to buy these consoles. But why are you pushing your narrative towards a platform that is mainly more of a power fucking fidelity kind of thing? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm not wording it right and it's not making a whole lot of sense because I've been rattling my brain for like the last week now with this shit. I understand that PC is a scaling platform. I get that, Beavis. But I'm saying, but what is persuading you to go into that direction? That's one of my curiosities. Because if you're going to the PC side to play these games regardless anyways, the fuck is the difference? Like, what's stopping you from still buying a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or whatever? But why are you forcing your fucking self to go to the PC side? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because if you don't care about power fidelity, then it shouldn't matter where you go. It shouldn't matter if you buy a PS5 or it shouldn't matter if you go on the PC side or not. But every person that I've seen so far, right, that talks about this, fucking, and it just, because I'm just asking a simple question because I'm a little bit puzzled by it, is that they always tell me, it's like, okay, if there's no reason for me to buy these platforms because they have no, like, exclusives there, I'm going to the PC side. But it's like, okay, but what's forcing you to go to the PC, though? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is the difference? Like, that's what I'm trying to fucking piece together, right? Like, If you know these games are going to be multi-plat and you're going to a platform where you can play these multi-plat games anyways, that what is the difference? Like, if it's not the power narrative, you know what I mean? Then that shouldn't like like fucking you know what I mean? Like you should still have no problem fucking getting into the ecosystem of a PlayStation or ecosystem of an Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to word it properly that it makes more sense, but I'm hoping to God you guys can understand where I'm coming from here because this is what I'm trying to figure out. Because this is the part that's rattling my brain that I'm trying to get a better understanding of this. Like in PC, like I like the fact that now all of a sudden now like PC's like fucking like the main shit. You know what I mean? Now, okay, now if that's the main reason, okay, fine. That makes sense. That makes the most amount of sense right there. But I mean, I don't know. It baffles me a little bit, man, because a lot of these people who are saying this don't give a fuck about what Xbox is doing. They don't give a shit about their content. Their content is fucking lack of quality. Therefore like they have no reason to play these said games, right? So they're mainly only fucking focusing on PlayStation shit, and but they're swinging their fucking narrative to go on the actual PC front. Then the only two things I can look at is like, okay, if you don't give a fuck about Xbox shit, now what Snow Bunny said is absolutely correct. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff like that, right? Fucking, I don't know. It's really weird, man. It's really fucking weird. Because a lot of these people who are going on the PC side, they're not going to be playing Xbox shit. I mean, hell, most of them fucking already don't. The ones that sat there and convinced themselves that, oh, Microsoft gave me a reason to now jump into the PC side of the spectrum. No, they didn't. Because you're not playing anything from Xbox. So was Xbox really the main reason why you got into PC? No. So, fuck out of here with that narrative bullshit. I mean, you're probably right though. That's probably exactly what it is there, fucking Snow Bunny, man. Because I like that was like pretty much basically the answer that kept popping up in my head when I was thinking about that. But I thought there was more to it than just that. Because I was trying to look at it from the people that don't give a fuck about the software that Microsoft is releasing because they don't play their games anyways, regardless. Which makes them no better than the Xbox fan base themselves, which is fucking hilarious as far as I'm concerned. Meanwhile, at the same time, I'm mainly focusing on the people that are going to go from PlayStation to fucking PC. Like, I don't know. It's fucking stupid, man. I personally don't care. I personally don't care. I don't care if fucking Sony kicks rocks. I don't care if Microsoft kicks rocks. The only company, believe it or not, that I actually 100% give a fuck about is Nintendo. That's the only company that I give a shit about. They're the company I grew up with. They're the company that got me into fucking gaming in the first place. So my respect to that company is tremendous. Now that may sound very fanboyish, and I agree, it is. But I have a soft spot for that company. I don't have a soft spot for Sony, and I don't have a soft spot for Microsoft. I don't care if these two consoles were to sit there and fucking fuck themselves in the ass and then fuck out of the industry. I don't give a shit. But if Nintendo gets out, that's gonna be a fucking piss off for me. Jesus Christ. Oh, let Spartan God hear me fucking say that because he'll go fucking ballistic. Now, somebody can easily say the same thing back to me too as well because they might have came around and fucking grew up with the PlayStation era, so that's where they're like fucking, that's their console of choice. Fine, no problem with whatsoever on that part. But I grew up with Nintendo when Nintendo and Sega were around, and I wish those two companies were the only two companies that were still around. I know they still are today, but in their own different fashion. I'm talking about Sega still being in competition with Nintendo. You know, it's fascinating when you look back at the past and you fucking look at it from like, man, what would it be like if Nintendo didn't use cartridges, right? And like, you know, I talked about this before on my channel, but I'm gonna just reiterate real quick. Just imagine a generation like that time period from like '96 onwards, right, till 2001. If that was the era where Nintendo didn't do fucking cartridges and they actually did fucking CDs, like disc wise, the same as Sony, how would that generation would have played out? I would love to see in an alternate reality how that would have played out. Because I don't think Sony would have even came close to touching 100 million, man, to be honest. Because a lot of those games that Sony is known for, like Final Fantasy VII, whatever you want to call it, would still be on Nintendo's platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that shit would have happened. I think it would have been, like, somewhat similar to what we had last generation with the 360 and the PS3. I think numbers would have been pretty close. Nintendo would have definitely came out on top, but it still would have been pretty close. Yeah, exactly, Seven. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to see how that would play out in alternate reality. Because I would really like to see fucking where Sony would be at today if Nintendo wasn't doing their own shit back then. I mean, yeah, Nintendo created their fucking, you know, Sony, fucking the PlayStation brand, essentially. I know it's a what if, Beavis, but I'm saying, like, I would have loved to see that play out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would really like to see that play out because I think a lot of things would have been definitely been a hell of a lot different, man. And like, look at the GameCube. Like Shinji Mikami favored that fucking console over the PS2. Remember when Capcom went behind his back and fucking released the shitty, ugly version of Resident Evil 4 on PS2? Yeah, the PS2 version had more content, but goddamn, that game looked ugly as shit on the PS2, man. I mean, the GameCube fucking version, yeah, it looks better, but that's not really saying what's in today's standard. But still, but back then, oh yeah, the GameCube version shat on the fucking PS2 version, man. Who, what, Nintendo? Dude, that's what I'm saying, Beavis. That's what I'm saying. Nintendo did some stupid shit back then. They, you know, if they weren't so adamant about doing their own thing and whatever the case may be, man, and like they would have got with the times during that time period, man, I think things would have been like very, very different for the big company, man, for Big N, man. I don't know. It would have been a fascinating fucking thing to see, man. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Bitcoin. Oh my lord. But you know, one thing though that I have also noticed too, as well, is that a lot of these guys that went to PC this generation are not even playing anything that's only on that platform. And these are the same dudes that are so exclusive hungry. They're not even playing their own fucking exclusives on the PC side, which is kind of mind boggling when you think about it. Oh, PC doesn't have exclusives. Yeah, they do. There's no first party company on PC. Doesn't matter. How the fuck is that different, man? What the fuck is that supposed to imply? You telling me that there's no such thing as exclusive games on PC? Fuck out of here. They're not broke, Raccoon. Where the fuck do you get that from? Sony is far from that, dude. They made up their money back from fucking last generation with ease and then some, dude. That whole broke fucking nonsense, man. That was something that people fucking started last generation, man. Well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Savage. You're right about that, yeah. But I'm saying, like, just imagine if they didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like PS1 era, they would have went from cartridges to CDs, and then GameCube, they would have went to DVDs. You know what I mean? Like, I think those generations would have played out a lot different, man. Xbox, they're in their own fucking category, dude. As far as I'm concerned. Xbox is like one of the like those fucking ugly ducklings in the industry, man. That's what I'm saying, Ice Queen. Like, I don't understand why people keep saying that. Like, that was a thing last gen, but Sony came back and fucking, and you know what I mean, and fucking reigned supreme this gen. They already made their money back. I mean, right now the PlayStation is really the big thing that's keeping Sony alive right now. At least from what people have been told, telling me and shit. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going based on what people tell me. See, I keep my shit simple, man. I don't follow fucking, sale news. I don't follow fucking, you know, hardware, fucking spec talk, all that dumb shit. I follow the fucking software, man. That's where I go. You know what I mean? I'm like that Toucan Sam motherfucker, right? From Fruit Loops. I'll just follow my nose. That's what I do. I follow the games, man. I fucking research on the games. I watch dev blogs about these said games. I watch interviews about these games because I want to know more about what game you're bringing to me as a consumer. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at when I was playing fucking earlier today. I was playing that Hunter Call the Wild game. I played it before. No, I don't think I played it on this channel, but I played it on my older channel when I first got it like 2 years ago when the game originally came out. I think it was in 2017, I believe. And when I'm playing it, like, I had people like Spartan God fucking who might have been interested in it. Fucking, what's up there, Fernando? Dawn could have been interesting in it. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff like that. And to me, it's like, that's what I like to see, is when people are not aware of said game. But when I stream and people are like, yo, Fatal, what game is this? I don't know what game this is. And then when I break it down and show them what it's like and I explain to them what it's like, you know what I mean? That generates interest. Just like when you go and you research a title, you know what I mean? Not from going based on what a video clip show me. I never buy a game based on what a video clip shows me because to me, that's the most easiest and cop-out way to fucking do things in my humble opinion. Because, truth be told, the way I analyze it is a game trailer doesn't show you jack diddly shit. All it's going to show you is a couple little scenes here and there, or a long play of a gameplay, right? But it doesn't break everything down. It doesn't explain what mechanics are in the game. It doesn't tell you like what you're like everything. Like, I'm a person that I need to see everything to be convinced of your game, right? I need to know what your inventory fucking screenshot. I need to know what your inventory looks like. I need to know what your leveling system looks like. I want to see your perks. I want to see your fucking skill trees and shit like that. You know what I mean? I want to see what features your game has to offer. And if your trailer doesn't show me that shit, then I'm not even gonna fucking bother. That's why I don't fucking buy games based on screenshots or fucking trailers, because to me, that is a garbage fucking cop-out answer to fucking do it. And there's a lot of people out there, and I'm sure some of you guys have, and I mean no disrespect by this, but when people do that shit, you're potentially missing out on great shit just because a screenshot fucking doesn't appeal to you, or a fucking trailer that explains nothing to you. You know what I mean? Oh no, trust me, Brett, when I tell you this, they already said that PS Now is going to be playing a bigger part for their console next generation. Yes. Yes, Savage. I do. Every time when I see a Western RPG game get announced, right? Or if I go on that website that I've told you about before in the past there, Savage, that game pressure shit, if I see a game, right, whether it be a strategy game, an RTS game, a fucking, or whatever the hell it is, man, I look for things in like fucking video clips or I try to seek them out as much as I possibly can. And if I see a screenshot of what the character sheet looks like or whatever the case may be, fucking, whatever. What about Battletoads? Battletoads has already given me exactly what I come to expect from a fucking side-scroll beat-em-up game anyways. It's already delivering on that front. So you can't use a cough, cough, Battletoads cough as your fucking excuse of an answer. Because, if a beat-em-up game is doing exactly what a beat-em-up game is supposed to do, right, and does it well, which in this case Battletoads fucking does, it's a real shame that people are not fucking blinded by it, which, to be honest, people like Fernando here definitely is, hence the reason why I like calling him a kid, because he's got the fucking mindset of a kid. But despite that, though, I'm just kidding, Fernando. The thing of it is that it does it well. Because when everybody was bitching about fucking how the game looks, right? I personally don't give a shit how the game looks. Yeah, the gameplay could be a lot more faster, and I think that's the reason why we haven't seen anything in a while. Because I think all the feedback they've gotten, that's pretty much basically been all the feedback they've gotten, was the game needs to be a little bit more faster paced, and I think that's why the game was not released last year. Because they want to fucking fix that shit. And they do that, I'm fine with that. But that game delivers on everything that I come to expect for a beat 'em up. Just like Streets of Rage 4. Now, when you get into more deeper genres, like, say, Western RPGs, right? I look for several key elements, man. Right? I want to know what level cap your level cap is. If it's a level cap that's like, oh, level 15 or 20 or 30 or something like that, I'll accept that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but at the same time, I know what Battletoads is there, fucking Savage. And that's the part that you're not getting. It's a beat-em-up title, dude. What the fuck do you want it to be? Fucking first-person fucking frog shooter game? Really? Come on there, Savage. They didn't make Battletoads with Microsoft Paint. The fuck are you talking about, Raccoon? Shut up, dude. But anyways. It is a damn good game. Not just for me, because I'm not the only motherfucker that actually is excited for this game. Believe it or not, I came across a Discord server of fucking people that actually want to play this new Battletoads game, and I was surprised to see that there was more than 100 people sitting in that fucking goddamn chat room. I couldn't believe it with my own two eyes. It's not canceled, Beavis, you fucking European cunt. But anyways, back to what I was saying. When I analyze, say, a Western RPG, right? Fucking, there's a couple of main elements that I look for, right? I want to know fucking what your leveling system is like. I want to look and see what your actual fucking inventory shit looks like, because I want to see if I have to do a lot of micromanaging or not. And I like games where I do have to do that. Fucking, but the main thing I look for the most in that shit is fucking how your character fucking sheets are. Character sheets are a vital, key, important part for when it comes to making a very good Western RPG, at least in my eyes it is. Now, Witcher 3, well, it is a good game. It's just its combat was fucking mediocre as fuck, and they could have did a lot more than that and not dumbed it down to the nearest denominator so people like Fernando to actually enjoy it. Just kidding again, Fernando. But, at the same time, that game does two things right. Storytelling and side quests. That's the only two good things about fucking Witcher 3. The character sheet, there is none there, which is fine. Not every Western RPG has to have that. You know, and people know who the fuck, well, actually, most people don't know anything about Witcher outside from Witcher 3 because they never played the fucking first one on PC. But despite all that, there's a lot of key things that I look for in every genre, right? Now, if you want to look at the fucking FPS genre, if you're multiplayer, right? If I pick up your game and I can dominate your multiplayer fucking, like, say, more often than I do bad fucking games, your game sucks to me. You know what I mean? There's no skill involved in that game, right? Whereas when you look at a game like Unreal Tournament, you can't expect to go into a game like an Unreal Tournament in a Twitch shooter type kind of game and expect to be fucking amazing out of the gate. It doesn't work that way. You're gonna get fucking raped every fucking time. That's why the majority of multiplayer games, like Unreal Tournament, fucking literally ruined, fucking, but in a good way for me, fucking multiplayer competitive fucking shooter games for me. Because most of the actual competitive shooter games that you guys like are hot ass garbage. Straight up hot ass garbage, man. From my perspective, it is. It's because I like fucking games that I want to actually fucking learn and master on, and not many games have that functionality. Like, look how dumbed down fucking casualized Gears is now. I mean, Gears has never really been that very skillful per se. It has been, but it hasn't. Well, I mean, there's more skill in that game than there is in Uncharted. I can promise you that. Oh, believe me, PS Now is going to play a really big part for next gen, dude. Shut up, fucking Beavis. You can play everything on your cell phone? Oh, you're talking about the streaming stuff there, Fernando, right? Yeah, once streaming becomes like the only way for me to play a game, dude, man, then I'm out. I'm gonna go back retro, dude. But the only question that I have in regards to people going back retro, right, is are you going to be able to handle what you're looking at? And the reason why I say that is because nowadays you see a lot of motherfuckers up in this community, right? Sit there and say, oh, I can't go back and play Xbox games, or I can't go back and play fucking old school PS1 games because the graphics look fucking terrible. But at the same time, if you're planning on going back retro style when streaming becomes a main norm, right? Now, are you just mainly talking about fucking like the last two generations prior to streaming becoming a mainstream thing and taking over the industry, or are you talking about everything in general? What's up, Ryan? How you doing, homie? Because I have no problem going back and playing old school classic shit on PS1 or whatever the case may be, because I can respect the time period of when that game came out. This is why graphics doesn't do shit for me. I am aware that you look at that stuff, I understand that aspect of things, but it's not an actual part of the game that fucking I give a shit about. I don't need to gush over shit. I can respect it, but that's the only thing I'll ever get from me. Because graphics does not automatically equate to a good game. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have gameplay to match it. And if you don't have gameplay to match it, your game overall sucks. And it seems to me like a lot of gamers in this day and age in this community, man, don't know when to draw that line in the sand, dude. So if you're going based on that analogy, then fine. But at the same time, you're going to see shit, even if it's streaming or not, you're going to see games look a hell of a lot better compared to what you're playing, and you're going to be pissed off that you wish that you were playing something with that graphical fidelity. You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem right now. I can literally, if I had a fucking Genesis right here in front of me, like a Genesis Classic or a SNES Classic, I can easily pop that bitch on and go right back into playing Donkey Kong Country like I was back in that time period playing that bitch when I was a kid. Easily. I don't need to adjust. I don't have to have my eyes adjust to any of that crap like that. That's just the way I am. You know what I mean? Yeah, see? Like you know, you can do it that way too, Savage. Hell yeah, dude. You know, Savage, speaking of Final Fantasy, I'm really fucking baffled, man, that Square Enix has not released a collection yet. I heard rumors around the time when fucking Final Fantasy 15 was getting ready to come out. or some anniversary after 15 dropped. And I remember hearing something about a collection coming, but it never actually happened. At least not yet. The experimental controls. Yeah, because that was an interesting era, man, where fucking developers had to get used to how fucking cameras and movement worked in a 3D environment. Yeah, for real. No, yeah, that I can understand. That I can understand for sure. Because it's like when you're playing a PS1 game is when fucking your camera movement with the analog stick is really fucking bad, or your character when you move is slightly kind of almost like a rotating clock when he turns, if that makes sense. Like, goddamn, that's like old school fucking 3D mechanics right there. Not so much in the style of tank controls, but more along the lines like your character fucking feels like extremely fucking stiff when you move. Oh, then fucking yeah, that's probably why then, because Square Enix is fucking incompetent cocksuckers, dude. Hey, look who joined my chat, everyone. Andrew Wilkins himself. How you doing, sir? How the fuck are you doing, man? You superiority Nazi-looking motherfucker. Yeah, they did some strange stuff, but they were figuring it. Yeah, no, yeah. And eventually they got it down pat too. Like eventually they fucking finally nailed it and shit. Like remember on the N64 there, Ryan? When you would play GoldenEye, how you had to use the fucking C up, C down, C left, and C right to actually move the camera around? Fuck, that shit was annoying. But imagine if for whatever reason, right, the fucking like the 64 version of the kind of like similar to what Microsoft did with Perfect Dark 64 when they remastered that bitch last generation and also added to the rare replay shit. Imagine if they did that with GoldenEye. If they had the rights to it, of course. Oh my fuck, man. And if that multiplayer was online, that would be the only multiplayer game that I would ever fucking play. I wouldn't play Gears. I wouldn't play Halo. I wouldn't play Uncharted or Last of Us. I would only play fucking GoldenEye. That's it. Oh, I can still go back to it and play it with like no problem at all, no issue at all. But yeah, there's a lot of people that can't. Oh, remember when you used to play like the actual NWO versus WCW revenge game and shit like that back then, right? And remember how like you like when you would get your special bar up, like you would use the analog stick to move your character around, right? And like your B button would be there to grapple, and then like you have like your up, down, left, and right to do strong moves, depending on how hard you or how like long you press the actual B button. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. Because they had like the tap B, like tap B and left or something like that to do like a smack or something like or a kick, right? And you had like hold B and then press left on the analog stick to do like a certain like a body slam or a pickup move or something like that. But when it came to your special, you would have to sit there and fucking move your hand to the directional pad and press like up or down or left or right and shit like that. It was fucking bizarre, man. Better shut your fucking cock face there, raccoon. Show some fucking respect, motherfucker. Jesus, Matt at best. Or you know what they should do? Release the anthology again. Just remaster the anthology that was on the PS1. I'll take it. Or better yet, give me those fucking remakes that you made for the DS. You have them already on fucking PC, Square Cock, so why not bring them over here? I would sure love to play that fucking remake to Final Fantasy fucking 2, aka Final Fantasy fucking 4. Goddamn. Because that game was fucking, that game twiddled my fucking dinky dink. Yeah, no, I know, yeah. Because everybody's so accumulated with like the way, like like the Halo controls slash COD controls, right? Yes, Savage. That would be fucking awesome. That would be fucking awesome, dude. It's a real shame. Like Persona is really the only fucking franchise, man, that like from a Japanese narrative that I will fuck with nowadays. Like, even though I haven't beaten 5 yet, which I'm going to eventually, because I'm definitely copping fucking Persona 5 Scramble, because that game looks badass as fuck. But everything else that I played Japanese wise, dude, man, has either been pretty shit or I just can't get into. And no, I'm not talking about fucking uh your fucking Trials in the Sky bullshit. I don't care about that. I'm talking about like other games that I played that I just can't get myself into, man. I have played fucking one of the Ys games. I played on PC, I believe it was. Ys Origin, I think it was called. Yeah, I had that one on my Steam account. I played that one for a little while. That one was actually wasn't too bad. I liked the combat in that game quite a bit. Like I have the new Star Ocean game, not the one that just recently came out, that remake of the second one, I think it was. But the one that like the newer one that came out this generation, they're Faithful of Innocence or something like that. I had that one. It's still sitting on my PS4 hard drive right now, and I haven't even touched it yet. Shut up, Beavis. Shut the fuck up, Beavis. This right here, what you're looking at there, fucking Cali Rex, man, is greatness. So shut up and get out of my chat. Trials of Mana. Um, yeah, I've always liked the actual Mana game. I thought they were pretty good. Like, what was one that was on PS1? Was that World of Mana, or was that I can't remember what the hell that one was called. But that one I really fucking enjoyed it quite a bit. I always got food in the brain, man. Fucking the fuck you think, man? Who the fuck you know, man? Who the fuck are you talking to? Really, Kelly Rex? You're gonna say something that retarded in my chat? No surprise coming from you. The Romancing Saga. That's another fucking series that I want to definitely get. Well, I'll definitely cop the Fire Emblem for sure. Definitely copping that. Don't worry about that. And also fucking Tokyo Mirage Session as well. Hey, what's going on? How you doing there, Cali Rex, man? Let me take a look and see how long I've been going for here, man. 48 minutes? Alright, I'm having the smoke. I'm out of here. Yo, I'm with you on that, Ryan. I'm with you on that. Yo, but the past fucking couple weeks, man, leaks and rumors, more rumors. You get a rumor, I get a rumor, I get a leak, you get a leak. Goddamn. Like, fuck, man. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking certain people I hear are actually fucking leaking fucking anal grease, man. I don't fucking know. But yeah, as soon as I'm done with the stream, by the way, guys, I'm going to go back and stream a little bit more of my fucking Hunter Call of the Greatness. So if you guys want to watch that and chill with me, man, because I'll pretty much basically be talking to you guys while I'm playing that. Because that's a good game where you can actually talk to your fucking subscribers while playing that shit. So it's all good. My Twitter messages. Uh-oh. Am I getting in trouble for something? Oh, what do you call it there? Streamlabs? I don't really know too much about Streamlabs. I know what it is, but I've never actually used it. Yeah, I've never actually visit or used Streamlabs when I used to stream on my PC fucking a long time ago. I never used it, so I know nothing about it. Sorry, my dear man. I wish I did. So I would love to help you out. I mean, anything for the snow bunny, but fuck, I'm sorry, my dear. I know nothing about it. Even pony tear ducts fucking are leaking right now. But yeah. Well, anyways, let me get out of here. If you guys want to fucking come back and chill when I'm playing that game, that's fine. I'm just gonna double check and make sure, see how much data I have left, so that way I know how long I can stream for. But yeah, I'll see you guys over there if you guys want to watch me fucking play that shit. So give me like fucking 2 minutes and I'll start that bitch up, man. I'm out this bitch. Later, guys.